What's up, y'all? My name is Seth Packan, and this is where small town brains talk about big city nonsense. This is Podunk Perspective. Check 1 2. Podunk Perspective. We are back. It's been a minute. I feel like I haven't been here in a second. It is great to be back filming. I got my man Braden Hull here.
What's up, man?
How are we doing?
I'm doing great.
So you're an artist in town. I think what's really cool about our relationship is we met 2 years ago now at CRS.
Yeah.
And that was both of our first ones. And like it was a pretty wild experience for me. How about you?
Yeah, it was crazy for me. I mean, I was brand new in town. That's what we were just talking about. But I didn't realize that was your first CRS also. But yeah, it was crazy because, like, you know how CRS is. Everyone's just, like, walking around. It's always normal. Like, all the bigger names in country music are walking around. You're
Absolutely.
like, is that Zach Top right there? You know what I mean? So, like, I was brand new in town. I had no clue what to expect.
No, yeah, it's pretty wild, especially like I remember when I first moved to town and, you start seeing all those familiar faces that you really only know from like Instagram or maybe the big screen at concerts, and it's like, okay, well, like we're actually all like have similar friends and like all our friend groups kind of, mixed together in ways, because it is like, as much as it is a big town, it's the
biggest small town there is. Yeah,
100%.
I'm with you. Everyone knows everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what made you move to town? And actually, where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Lexington, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Shout out 336. But I started into music, and then I just always told myself like I wasn't going to move to Nashville until I signed a record deal.
Yeah.
I signed my first deal in December, and then moved in January. So it was like kind of one of those things where they were like, "Hey, you're signing this. You got to move here, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know." So it was quick, man. It was like a month turnaround time from the time I signed to the time I moved here.
Do you miss home?
All the time.
Do you go back a lot?
I do, yeah. If we get a weekend off the road, then I go back home pretty much once a month. My mama is still alive, so I got to go back and see her. And also my mama, dude, she hates, my brother lives up here with me too, so she hates us living here,
For sure. So if, like before music, what were you doing or what were you maybe, going into or?
Anything to make a dollar. I owned a landscaping company before I graduated high school, and I did that until I started music, sold everything, and moved here. But I owned a DJ business.
Okay.
Since I was 13. I DJ'd my high school prom.
What was your DJ name?
DJ Hull.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Awesome. I don't even know if I've ever talked about that. I was DJ Hull, man.
What were some tracks you were spinning, bro?
Oh, man. I see. I'm a big Bruno Mars guy.
Yeah.
But you got to play the line dances.
For sure.
I even learned the line dances, so I'd get out there and dance with them, and I don't dance. But yeah, I did that for a while, and landscaping and fire and EMS.
Absolutely. Damn, that's really cool. So how was that? Adjustment. Really moving to Nashville. Meeting new friends, meeting people in the industry. Was that easy for you or?
I like to think so. I mean, the adjustment, like moving to Nashville, wasn't because my hometown is a lot different
for sure
than here. But everyone here has been great to me, and it's pretty good. Like like coming into it, you kind of think, I don't know, Nashville just gets a rep. Especially back home, people are telling you like, oh, watch out for them label guys and this that. You know what I mean? But then you get here and you're like, wow, everybody's not. So bad.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No, so, for sure. Especially, I feel like if you have a good awareness of like where the good people are at, you'll always gravitate to the good people.
Right? Yeah. You are who you surround yourself with.
Absolutely.
I mean, I believe that wholeheartedly. Like, if you want to be successful, surround yourself around successful people.
For sure. So I know when I first moved here, I was going to meet new people. I hit the bars, man. I was going out to the Red Door. I was going out to Losers, maybe hitting Broadway a little too much. What were some places maybe you were going out to, trying to make some good connections?
Yeah, I don't call it drinking. I call it networking.
Right.
Let's get that out of the way. I call it networking. Just so I happen to have a can in my hand. I'd always go to Midtown, man. Losers is my spot. The back of Losers.
For sure.
Always go there. Red Door. Love Red Door. I learned real quick to stay away from Broadway.
Absolutely.
just because you're not going to meet a lot of locals there, and it's so expensive. You're right.
Yeah.
And then I always wake up the next morning regretting my life decisions. You know,
yes.
like Broadway never leads to good things.
Yes. No,
you know?
It's the Broadway anxiety. You know, it's you go out on Broadway, you wake up the next morning, it's like,
dude, it's real. It's real. Yeah. No, especially when you check your bank account and you're like, I spent how much at Jason Aldean's? You know?
I thought I went to 2 bars, not 5.
Yeah. And see, like Jason Aldean's, like I said, I don't dance. I'm not good at dancing, you know, everything. And I can drink a lot.
Right.
You know, like I make the joke all the time, like I can drink enough to kill a common man.
That's awesome.
I don't know why. It's just like in my blood, I guess. But, you know, so it's like if I'm out dancing on the dance floor at Jason Aldean's, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Somebody should get me home. You know, so I just stand there like an old man, and I'll sit at the little booth and just sip my White Claw, you know, and just watch everybody else dance. And then I'm like, why am I even here?
That's awesome.
You know?
So it's the White Claws, the drink of choice.
Oh yeah.
You love them.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking the claws, baby.
Hey, I love that. That's great.
That's right. White Claw, where you at?
Hey, hit up my man, Braden Hull.
That's right.
So tell us about like your most maybe your most memorable moment in those first few months in town. You know, what's something that really like stuck with you?
Shoot, I don't even know, man. Like, where do you start? Because like you said, moving here is like eye opening to like, oh, there is more outside. Sure. But I would say within the first, I think 4 months I lived here, I got to open for Vince Gill.
Dang.
Yeah, I got to open for him and got to meet him.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was in at CRS, like first year we were hanging out with Zach Top in his green room.
Yep.
We weren't supposed to be back there. Nope. We found our way back there.
We did.
Yeah. And so that was cool. You remember that?
Yeah.
But I guess the first CRS stands out, you know, getting to hang out with everybody and party with literally the most famous names in country music right now.
No, yeah. Absolutely.
And then opening for Vince Gill, that's got to be up there too.
Dang. So tell me about like the obviously you're with Melody Plays. Tell me about how that went down and you know, maybe how excited you were when that happened.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I'm a little different. I guess, you know, I never wanted to come here and, you know, try to make myself stick out here because there's so many people here doing it, and there's so many people here that's like way better than me.
Absolutely.
You know, so I knew I needed to make myself stand out, stayed home and hustled doing that with my hometown crowd. And then I bought tickets to a business conference. It's called Music City Biz. Mm-hmm. And I bought tickets for me and my manager, and I was like, dude, there's going to be label guys here and all this and that. I was like, we're going to go meet them and shake hands with them, everything else. And I was right. They were all there. And then I think I was the only artist I met at the whole event. Everyone was business. Like
Smart
whether
guy.
it be label, management, lawyers, whatever. They're all there.
You're in the right place, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So we stuck out the whole event. We learned a lot. Because, I mean, we were doing everything ourselves then.
Right.
So we also wanted to learn just in case I didn't get a deal. And my manager was like, it was during the social hour or whatever, and my manager was like, let's pick a table, let's stand there, and eventually someone's going to walk up to us because they're going to want to use the table. Right. It's like, all right, let's do it. And the president and general manager of the label I'm signed to now walked up and just started talking to us. And my manager was like, well, yeah, he's an artist and yada, yada. So exchange information. And we cut a little 3-song EP in Nashville in August of, I don't remember the years. What year did I sign? What year is it? I guess it's 24.
Yeah, that would have been 2 years ago.
Yeah. So August 24, cut the EP. We sent it in like end of August, beginning of September, something like that. And 3 days later, got a phone call. My manager did. He was sitting beside me in his truck. And I thought he was messing with me, but it was the president of my label. And he was like, hey, man, we're going to shoot you straight. We want to give Braden a record deal. Like, it was just like that. I mean, it wasn't like, and my manager's like, actually, Braden's right beside me. Can I bring him in on this conversation? He's like, yeah. And they were like, hey, man, we want to sign you. And we'd already had a meeting scheduled in October. And so we flew in for October to go over the deal and everything and went back and forth for a little bit, signed, and here I am.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's very unorthodox. It's not, but
right.
I mean, I was an entrepreneur before I was anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I've always loved business. I've always been in business for myself.
For sure.
And so that's like, I guess, kind of where I stand out from other people is
Absolutely.
I love business.
No, that's really cool. Who are some other people on your roster or for the label?
So the biggest name on the label's roster is Sarah Evans.
Mm-hmm.
And they got Catherine McPhee,
Right.
Pia Toscano, Jackie Vanko, the Dan Seals Legacy,
Mm-hmm.
me. Am I forgetting? I think that's it. I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And y'all did because it was CMA Fest this past week.
Yeah, yep.
Y'all did a little pop up at the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Tell me about that and how the show went, and
Man, that was a lot of fun. Pretty much the whole roster came out and performed a couple songs, and that was like my third show ever in Nashville.
Yeah.
So I think it went great. I mean, it was organized great. It was, the crowd came, they pulled through.
Yeah. Well, I was there and it was killer, I will say.
Yeah, thank you.
But no, yeah, it was, man, and obviously you sounded great too. So
Thank you. The team will be glad to hear that because they put a lot of work into that.
For sure.
And I think they did a good job.
I think that was my first time hearing you full band.
Yeah.
That was pretty tight.
Yeah. And that was Sarah's band too,
Yeah.
backing me. So that was cool. Because those are all great guys, which I've got to know and talk to a little bit before the show.
What's it like working with like guys like that, at that level?
It's pretty great, man. I mean, even on the studio level, like some of the guys that are cutting my songs, and that are playing on my songs, they're like, holy cow,
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What's the coolest part about being in like the studio? What do you enjoy the most,
I'll be honest with you. I enjoy writing the song, like just making it from scratch. I enjoy writing much more than I enjoy the building process in the studio.
Yeah.
I know that sounds bad. And I feel like most artists probably aren't like that, but I'm big into writing. I'm a big songwriter. So, that's more where my forte is. When we get in the studio, I'm like, they start speaking languages I don't understand, you know, and they're like, start me at the 5 and I'm going to come in on this 1 right here. I'm like, why are, I was never good at math, dude. What are you talking about?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So, you have a song that's doing pretty well right now at the moment.
Yeah.
Tell us the title of that song and, how that song came to be, maybe.
How much time you got?
A lot of time.
Yeah, man, in this way. It is doing wonders for me and my career right now. And, the song came about because I got my heart broke. And that was like the first time. You've had your heart broke?
I like to say no, but maybe once or twice.
Yeah. Well, at least upset,
Right,
but,
for sure.
And I've been upset before, but I broke up with both the girls that I'd gotten serious with before.
For sure.
And so it didn't really faze me that much, usually, I think my ex, it took me like a week to really like realize I was much better off. And, but then with the last girl, I just met this girl in December, brought her to a hometown show.
Okay.
That was the first time we like actually met. I gave her tickets and, probably would have been better meeting somewhere else, but, just hit it off, man. And just started talking and, I moved pretty fast. I moved really fast, like, really fast. And I mean, so we spent the whole month of December together, went on, I took her on vacation.
Nice.
I met her whole family. She met my whole family. We done said I love you.
Whoa.
we done planned her moving here. Like she was coming back with me the first week for my birthday. Like we had all these plans, and I'm like, and everyone's like, hey man, you're moving a little fast. Especially because I was like, I don't want to settle down with no one right now.
Right.
I'm focused on my career. And this girl completely screwed that up for me. But I mean, I'm glad it happened. But I learned that I really do move fast. But in my defense, she didn't move any slower. So, it's just one day she was, it was getting closer to that time where I was going to have to come back, and we were talking, and she's started in college doing something else, and obviously I'm on the road, I'm touring a lot, and so I was just wasn't going to work.
Right.
And I was devastated, man. I was so heartbroken. And I'd never gone through that. Never experienced being heartbroken. And like I've said it before, I don't think I'd ever fell in love as fast and as hard as I did.
100%.
And I know that for
Right.
to be a fact. Like I've never wanted someone so bad that it screwed me up that bad.
Yeah, man. That's wild.
So I wrote the song. We had to write on the 12th in January. And I was still, it was fresh. January 12th was like 12 or 13 days after it was over. And I was like, I knew what we were going to write about. It was going to be a heartbreak song. And it was with Barrett Baber, my buddy Dan Harrison, and Mark Taylor.
That's a good group of guys right
yeah,
there.
Man. Yeah. And I was excited about the write, and it was booked way before I even met this girl. And I walked in, I had the whole first verse ready. And I was just like, this is what we're writing about. This is what we got to do. And I think it was Barrett's idea to be like, oh, dude, we were always going to end this way.
Yeah.
I was like, there we go. And then it was one of those songs just came to us pretty quick. And, Barrett texted and was like, hey, Seagull's going to pitch the song. And, do you want to put it on hold for you? And I don't know, I went back and forth, and I was like talking to my team and talking to Barrett and the writers on it. And I was like, man, I just feel like this song's so personal to me.
Right.
And it explains my situation and how I felt right then. Because I used to just listen to the demo and cry, dude. Dude, I'm not ashamed. I cried. You got that? And so I just, my label was like, why not just cut a little stripped down version of it, and then we'll tease it, see what happens. And you know what I mean? Because don't get me wrong, I do want to pitch a song and get it cut from someone else. It's like, I'm building my own career here. And so we did it. We just went in and cut it, and posted it one time on Instagram, and it got like 60K, which was good for me. And I was like, we might have something here. So just kept pushing it, and then it kept blowing up, and then people were like, we were like, all right, we're releasing it.
Well, damn, that was a good choice, right?
It was a great choice. I'm glad we did it, because I'm over 200,000 monthly listeners now.
Love it.
And you were there at the show where they announced that it was number 2 most added.
Yeah. Congrats,
on country
man.
radio.
That's so cool.
Yeah. It was, I don't know, it's crazy. I enjoy it, because I don't have any hard feelings against her, and I don't think she has any against me.
Yeah.
Everything was great. It ended on great terms and stuff, but absolutely. I do enjoy the fact that it's like something so good is coming out of how I felt then, Well,
and I think that's a great part of being an artist is like you're being true to yourself, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that won't be true to themselves and will put out songs that, maybe they don't relate to them at all. It's like, what are we doing here? You're supposed to be an artist. You're supposed to be creating from your perspective, from your mind, and
right.
That's cool, man. I mean,
and I think as a man too, like a lot of men don't want to admit,
right,
that it sucks.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? They don't want to admit, like, and don't get me wrong, it's not that I really want to, but I can capitalize off of what happened by being vulnerable and by sharing my story that other people relate to. And, some of these guys won't admit that they're laying in bed listening to sad songs crying about a girl, but we all are at some point in life, so, and so I'll own up to it. Because look, dude, in January I had a broken heart, and in June I'm breaking records. So let's go.
I love that. That's cool, man. Yeah. So do we got more music on the way?
We do, yeah.
We got a song dropping, this Friday, but this will be out Monday. So the song will be out already, but tell us about it.
June 12th, No Reason Not To, or Ain't No Reason Not To. I keep saying, you know how it is when you have abbreviations for your song.
Yeah.
Now, Ain't No Reason Not To comes out June 12th. It's the complete opposite of In This Way. Yeah. It's more, it's party and drinking and having a good time. I mean, that's the other side to me is I love to have a good time. You know, I'm always down. And
what's the White Claw saying?
Ain't no laws when you drink the claw.
There you go, bro.
That's right. Dude, in June 12th, it's going to be a bad day to be a White Claw. When that song comes out.
That's so great.
Yep, I'm ready for it. Nah, I mean, I wrote it a while back. I think we wrote it last year. And we threw around some ideas with it. and maybe trying to get some people on it or something. And then
sure.
it was like, nah, let's cut this and put it out ourselves, you know?
Right.
So I am looking to do some different features though. We'll see.
Heck yeah.
So maybe get on a song with a couple different people. And
Are you hinting at something or?
maybe.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
So when you are writing a song, what do you usually start with? Or maybe there's no, I guess you don't it starts like in a different way every time, or yeah,
every time. I mean, like I said, within this way, I already had the verse, before I even went in the room, and sometimes it starts with melody or chord progression. Sometimes it starts with the hook. Sometimes it starts with the chorus, verse. It's different, A lot of times I like to just get in the room and talk to the writers.
For sure.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I know. I was just
talk to the writers and just kind of see where the conversation leads.
Right.
Talk about where life's at, what's happening. Usually drama or girls, and that's usually where it stems from.
Hell yeah. Well, you're being true to yourself, right?
That's right. Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually where they come from. Is one of us is talking about our relationship or the situation we're in, or
For sure.
someone brings an idea in. Sometimes
Absolutely.
I'm usually not the biggest idea guy.
Yeah.
I'm usually bringing in the melody and
Hell yeah.
Sometimes the title or hook, but it varies.
For sure. So tell us about some shows you might have coming up.
Yeah, so I'm on tour with Sarah Evans now. We did our first show in Woodlands, Texas, beginning of May or middle of May.
Okay.
But we're going back out starting June 25th, and I think I'm out with her until November 21st. I think.
Dang, that's really cool.
So I can't remember, but I think we're on 23 or 24 dates, something like that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm super super excited about that.
Yeah.
So we just got off our the little college tour we did with Spring. I always mess that up. 6-pack coverage.
6-pack.
The spring
Yes.
college tour.
Yeah.
I always call them spring pack. Sorry, Andrew. But we did the 6-pack coverage, and that was a lot of fun. And now
Pretty rowdy shows.
Oh yeah, dude, it's college kids, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm 23.
Yeah.
And like I said, I like to have a good time, so I'll get out there and drink with them.
Right. What's the craziest show from that run?
Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, University of South Florida. I think it was USF. No, I can't remember. But it was a show we did in Florida in February this past year, and it was wild, man. It was wild. I mean, it was a huge crowd. I don't know. There's probably 1,000 people there.
Dang.
And they were all messed up.
That's great.
I can't even say drunk college kids because I don't even think they were just drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
And it was wild. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun, you know what I mean? And
That's so funny.
I enjoyed watching them, I don't get anything else. I'll drink and that's it, man. I don't even really smoke or do any of that. So.
No, for sure. But you can people watch.
Oh yeah, but I'll laugh.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I'll make fun of other people, doing it. So
for sure.
But it was crazy. It was wild. Without telling any of the stories, just know it was wild.
Absolutely. Yeah. So when you're back home, do you like to go fishing? Do you like to hunt? Like, what are you into?
I do. To be honest with you, though, every time I go back home, my best friend's got a lake house, and I spend majority of my free time back home at the lake.
Hell yeah.
And we'll catch. I'll be honest with you. We'll go to fish and then be drinking and then drop the rods and just worry about catching a buzz.
Yeah.
So it's like I go from wanting to catch a fish to then catching a buzz, and I'm like, let's just go get in the pool. You know?
Absolutely.
And yeah, so I mean that's where I decompress and relax is at the lake back home.
For sure.
Go out on the boat. Maybe a little bit of fishing, but really just going out on the boat. And
what's your perfect off day?
Perfect off day? Being at the lake, really. Yeah. I mean, that's my happy place. Just being at the lake, and drinking a couple claws. But I don't know. You're probably the same way. I'm not very good at like having off days.
Yeah.
You know, I at least got to be like making phone calls or
For sure.
posting or doing something. So if I'm not.
Yeah. Tell me about the social media aspect of it. Do you like doing that? Do you like posting? Do you like, filming the TikToks and stuff like that?
I feel like every artist has their own opinion about social media, posting, and all that stuff. At first, I hated it. I don't feel like I was good at it. I feel like I'm a lot better at it now. Now I love it.
For sure.
I figured out you either have to force yourself to do it or force yourself to love it or find a way to love it. And I was like, I'm going to force myself to find out how to love doing it. And we have a lot of fun. We film content all the time, really like once a week at least. And then when I'm back home, we're always filming content. And me, my manager, my videographer make the best out of it. And we have a good time.
That's awesome.
So, but that's what I'm saying. If you're not in the game, you're not going to win. And the game is social media right now. So it's like, figure it out.
No, for sure.
Do you like it? I hope you do because you run a podcast.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the same thing as, as anyone, but it's just like you go through your ups and downs. So like you go through weeks where you love posting and then you're like, the next week you're like, shit, I got to post again. It's like, but at the end of the day, I do love it. And, it's cool what we get to do. And, I talked about this before, but like, it's going to be really cool in 150 years or 200 years from now, like our grandkids can like use this social media as like a record book of like, this is how we lived our lives back in the day, and it's like, it's going to be so accessible to them,
No, that's true though. Yeah. I didn't even think about that, or is it going to be like Vine? Yeah. Like is TikTok going to become Vine where you can't find the old Vines anymore unless it's on YouTube, See,
that would be crazy,
Right. So that
I can't imagine Facebook ever going away. I feel like that's such just like a staple.
Yeah, man. Because you gotta have those little hometown groups, asking what the explosion was.
And even going to the music side of it, like Spotify, right? Like think about, 200 years from now of like the artists you can search up from today's day or maybe 50 years prior to today's day, it's going to be crazy if like you are still able to do that. And the amount of artists that would be on that platform, it's going to be
what's all millions. The legendary artists that are that have passed on now are on there, so,
absolutely.
Yeah. I think that's the cool part about it. I think there's a lot of like bad things about social media, like I can't imagine. I know that we're both young, but social media today is not what it was when we were kids, and we didn't have that. At least I didn't because we were poor growing up. My mom hates when I say that, but I'm like, we were poor, but no, I don't think like. I think there's too much access to things like kids looking at stuff on social media nowadays.
For sure.
Like
I can agree to that.
Dude, my manager's kids, they're on social media. They're on my TikTok lives and stuff. It's like I can't imagine scrolling TikTok and finding things out that I didn't know until I was in middle school. Right. But like being in elementary school and looking at that stuff.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like we never had the whole 6-7 thing, or you know what I mean? We had Vine though.
Right.
When I was in middle school, Vine was big.
Well, I think what's even crazier to think about is like you're right. Like there's kids in elementary school that have social media platforms or can at least view it, right? But there's different videos being shown to each age group,
right? Going
all the way up to people in their 80s scrolling Facebook or scrolling TikTok, whatever it is. Everyone's getting usually some different topics, but I think the one thing that everyone does get is music, right? So when you're talking about age groups, your music on those platforms probably goes out to a lot more than even maybe a Spotify playlist or something like that.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and the other thing is like, you've seen the kid that's like blowing up right now. Snoop Dogg posted him. He's like a elementary school rapper.
Dang,
dude, he's extremely good. I'll just be laying in bed just scrolling, listening to his songs. Man, he's rapping about stuff that he writes and relates to from like being in elementary school.
That's great.
Like he's like rapping about this girl and he's like, she likes me, but she likes the Marcus too, And I'm like, dude, cool. There was no way he could have done that when we were in elementary school, Right. But now, dude, he's like,
that's so cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And it's like Justin Bieber was the child star
Right.
growing up for me. But it wasn't really off social media.
Absolutely.
You know, it was on TV and everything else. So,
Yeah. So who were some artists that you grew up on?
I grew up on. I'll tell you, I did not grow up on country music at all, really.
Yeah.
I grew up on Christian contemporary.
Okay.
You know, growing up, my dad had his own, you know, ministry and had his own testimony, and my mom and dad were very big into like making sure we didn't listen to, you know, secular music, and country music talks about women and trucks and beer and whatever, you know. So obviously I've always grown up listening to, I always knew the big songs of country music and country radio and stuff. Florida Georgia Line when I was, you know, going through like middle school.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was huge
FGL,
then,
baby.
you know, and FGL,
They're back.
They're back. No, but I mean, you know, so I guess middle school is kind of when I actually started like being able to listen to country music and stuff. So, and that's when Florida Georgia Line was really taking off for me.
Absolutely.
But I grew up on Christian music and just found a love for country music when I got older, and then realized I could write, and I'm a redneck, so started writing about redneck shit.
Heck yeah. No, that's awesome. Well, you brought your guitar today. I think we should get into some music.
I brought Dan's guitar.
Let's do it.
My buddy, I went and stole it. It's tiny too, man. It looks so much smaller on me.
It's okay.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna go grab it.
Hell yeah. We are back. Braden Hull has got his guitar out for us.
Yep.
What's this?
Shout out Dan.
Shout out Dan.
Stole it from him.
What's this first one you're going to play for us?
Gonna play you in this way, man. Got to do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Why'd you look me in the eyes and tell me that you love me, when you knew all along it wasn't true? Why'd you take me by the hand and promise you were leaving, when you knew that leaving's what you're gonna do? Oh, I should have seen it coming. Oh, was it all for nothing? Maybe we were bound to crash and burn. Maybe you're the lesson I had to learn. Maybe my stubborn heart was meant to break, like the sun showing up in the morning. Goodbye going down without a warning, like a gasoline fire that flares up before it fades. We were always gonna end this way. Even if you packed your bags and followed me down I-40, even if your mama gave her blessing for you to go, oh, I'd still be here without closure, wondering how forever never felt closer, and still somehow I'd end up here alone. Maybe we were bound to crash and burn. Maybe you're the lesson I had to learn. Maybe my stubborn heart was meant to break, like the sun showing up in the morning. Goodbye going down without a warning, like a gasoline fire that flares up before it fades. We were always gonna end this way. We were always gonna end this way. Oh, I hate the way it had to end. Oh, and I hate the way I do it again. Maybe we were bound to crash and burn. Maybe you're the lesson I had to learn. Maybe my stubborn heart was meant to break. Like the sun showing up in the morning. Goodbye going down without a warning. Like a gasoline fire that flares up before it fades. We were always gonna end this way. We were always gonna end this way.
Dang, man, what a tune, dude. That song's so good, and it's catchy. It's like it truly is, man.
That one's definitely by far my favorite song.
That's so cool
that we've ever put out so far. So I'm just the worst guitar player I know, man. So
no, man, that's dude. It sounded
I'm
great.
over here. I'm like, don't mess up the guitar, dude. Don't mess it up.
No, man, that was great. You killed it. So in the beginning of the show, you kind of touched on you're in the EMS. Tell me about that experience and maybe how that could relate to songwriting, and because obviously that's not an easy thing.
Yeah, no, I've been in fire and rescue. So I've been in the fire department for 9 years. Technically, I'm still in. Mm-hmm. I just drove a fire truck to a call like 2 months ago. It was like my first time running a call in a while, but I've been in that for 9 years, and then did rescue squad doing like EMS and stuff for a while. But for me, songwriting comes from a place of experience, personal experience, and also other people's experiences. Mm-hmm. And being in fire and rescue, you get to see a lot of people at the lowest point of their life, when they've lost someone, or, just we deal with a lot of drug overdoses back home and stuff like that. So I don't know, you can just I've always taken experiences from other people and wrote songs about it, whether I knew them or not, there's always some sort of storyline. For sure. You growing up, we had everything we needed as kids, and my parents were great. Everything was, it's not like we were like homeless or,
For sure.
But there was times, now that I'm older, I remember growing up and,
you understand.
I understand, you know, like the water wasn't broke, right. You know what I mean? It was just off.
Yeah.
Or something like that, but, I remember as a kid getting our Christmas sponsored. Mm-hmm. I didn't know it at the time.
Yeah.
And I've been, doing fire and EMS. I went into a lot of houses where, we would see kids and their parents would be overdosed on the bed or overdosed on the couch. There's like one story that always pops out for me, and I always think about it. Both the parents were overdosing at the same time, and there was a little girl. Damn. And me and my buddy stuck around with that little girl and played soccer in the front yard with her and stuff until CPS came and took her in and everything like that. But I've always felt bad for the kids who can't help it. Right. They were born into that family. They didn't choose that. For sure. And I want them to know, like, there's grass. What is it? Grass is greener on the other side, or there's light at the end of the tunnel, whatever. Yeah. And, because just because they were brought into that doesn't mean that they have to keep the cycle going. For sure. And so every year we go back and do a hometown show around Christmas. We raise a lot of money, and we sponsor families in need. Mm-hmm. And I always pick like grandmas that are raising the kids because the parents are on drugs or have overdosed and died or are in prison or whatever, So I always make sure I try to pick families like that. That's not the only families we do, but that's kind of what started it. Right, for sure. How we got into awesome, it. Man. Yeah. Dang. That's wild. That's wild. That's like that's a long story, but that's kind of how it shaped my music career. More so than writing, it's really shaped what I do with what I've been given. Right, absolutely. I've been given a platform, been blessed. And my way to give back is to help those kids. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, man. Well, you're a good guy for it. I'll tell you that. You got one more song for us? Yeah, that hopefully I don't mess up. This one's not out. it's not.
Some unreleased Braden Hull. You heard
Yeah,
it here
yeah.
first. Podunk perspective.
Like I said, man, I'm such a bad guitar player, and so I was just trying to sit here and think of songs I could play. But I was just jamming this one today, and I love my hometown. I love where I'm from. Is that out of tune? Love where I'm from, and love how I was raised. And so we sat down and write the song, and I was like, man, I hope heaven looks a lot like home.
Hell yeah.
And so this ain't even recorded yet, so who knows? We might record it, might put it out. Who knows? We'll find out. Mama's in the kitchen cooking chicken pot pie, and I'll be at the table with a plate on the day I die, catching up with those I love who beat me to it. Paradise to me feels like what we call living. I know you got a plan already, but if you would, could you change a thing for me? I don't need no streets of gold. I'll take 40 acres on a gravel road next to the river I was baptized in. Save your mansions for the rest. I've learned the simple life fits me best. Lord, when it's my time and I pass on, I hope heaven, oh, I hope heaven looks a lot like home. Leftovers in a Cool Whip tub, sun setting in the front like it always does. Daddy's working late again. When he comes down the drive, I'll be waiting. It might not seem like much, but it feels like heaven to me. I don't need no streets of gold. I'll take 40 acres on a gravel road next to the river I was baptized in. Save your mansions for the rest. I've learned the simple life fits me best. Lord, when it's my time and I pass on, I hope heaven, oh, I hope heaven looks a lot like home. Looks a lot like home. Jesus, I know you turn water to wine, but round here we like to make it shining. I don't need no streets of gold. I'll take 40 acres on a gravel road next to the river I was baptized in. Save your mansions for the rest. I've learned the simple life fits me best. Lord, when it's my time and I pass on, I hope heaven, oh, I hope heaven looks a lot like home.
Brother, that's awesome. I don't know who you need to tell, but you need to put that out ASAP. Yeah. That's a great
I'm thinking
song.
about it. The reason, I mean, that's the reason I played it.
Bro, it's so relatable, bro. I tell you, that is such a good song. Especially, you said leftovers in a Cool Whip tub, that caught my attention. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I feel that. I that's how I grew up. You know, that's so cool.
Same. I mean, there was never Cool Whip.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even know how we got the tubs because I've never seen Cool Whip in it.
Man, dude, yeah, that's so wild.
Yeah,
that's
it was
so
always
cool.
chicken casserole or green beans and corn. Mashed potatoes. Yeah, I mean, that was
the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top.
Yeah, that's being in the South, man. You ever seen that? You know, like the cookie kits you get around Christmas time or whatever?
Yeah.
I saw a guy buy one from Walmart or whatever. And can we cuss on there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, he like brings it in he's taking a video, he brings it in the car, he opens it up and there was cookies in it. He goes, who the fuck put cookies in the sewing kit? Because it's always sewing stuff in the cookie box,
right.
you know? So, but that's kind of, I mean, that's just how it is.
Absolutely,
cool whip tub.
Dude, that's so cool. Well, thank you for coming on, man. This has been
thanks
awesome.
for having me.
This has been great. I can't wait to get this one out. Go check out Braden Hull's music
Please.
Everywhere on all platforms.
And if you ain't following Podunk Perspective,
hey, now you are.
Yeah, you better be. And me. Follow me too.
Absolutely.
That'd be nice of you.
So, what's your social media at?
Braden Hull Music on Instagram, Braden Hull on TikTok, Braden Hull on Facebook. And
you'll be out on the road. You'll be hitting a whole bunch of different states this year.
Man. Out with Sarah Evans. We're in Texas a lot. We're going to go to Montana.
Yep.
I don't know. Those are the two I'm excited about.
Dude,
Oklahoma. Yeah, a bunch of them.
That's exciting, man. Well, it's been a pleasure. Podunk Perspective. We out.
Peace out.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Podunk Perspective. We drop new episodes every Monday. Till next time.